All right, guys, I'm back. It's been a while. Some progress and disappointments. First of all, I had a couple of bad crashes. Literally, really bad crashes. See if I can find these chassis here. Bear with me. Well, this is one of them. So, the car took flight and hit a tree, I think this one was. So, yeah, it kind of destroyed that car completely. It was, I think I had an infraction body on it. I had another body on it at the time. And then, I don't know, I have another chassis. Here it is. Fucking retarded. Now this one, you can see the eye lip in the back is bent down, and the chassis is bent as well. So this car, I don't know, it hit something in the road, like it swerved to the right. This when I realized how important alignments are. You know, you gotta do the alignment before you actually try to get speed. So lesson learned: two chassis totally destroyed. That goes along with all the parts that were destroyed, like suspension parts and differentials and blah blah blah. So I'm at my final project with this, my final product with this project. All right, this was the first body I had on it, first Corvette body you saw. Oops, gotta clean up the. I'm gonna clean up the table, guys. Don't worry. It's fucking mess over here. Shit. The wife came, she cleaned up over here though, so it was actually pretty nice of her. So I'll clean up the rest of this shit probably today. Anyway, this body started catching a lot of flight. I guess, you know, it was ripped in the front and it took a lot of flight, and I destroyed one chassis with this body. So this body is a spare I'll put on the test car so that when I flip over, I don't destroy things like I did. I just destroyed a brand new fan on my XLX because I flipped over. And this was another body I built after that one. And I thought it came out pretty nicely. I had the back cut out, and I had the limitless wing on it and everything like that. But this car took flight and flipped over the first time I drove it. And when it did that, it cracked the body, if you could see the lines. Let me see if I can point it out. Other things happened as well. Right here, you can see the lines. So it cracked the body. I said, you know what, it's all right. Put it back together. And I was running a Max 5 on it. And I was actually running a different motor at the time. I was running a Max 5, and I was running a small block. I also got a TP, one of those fucking kill mode shits. Let me show you. This thing is crazy. It pulls a lot of amps, so I have it sitting up here right now. It's a separate cat pack I bought. I bought two of them at the same time. But I got this motor in there, and I was running it. And I think I was running it on 6S at the time or something. I don't remember the cell count. It was 4 or 6S. But I removed all the limits on it. I removed all the limits on the ESC. So all the voltage cutoffs, everything was removed. And it blew up. Literally caught fire. So that was great. And on another crash, I crashed pretty bad. This is one of my 4-cell, my 4S batteries. It's 2 of the cells exploded on it after it crashed. It kind of ripped out of the plastic container, and that's money down. So here's the final product anyway. It's 8S capable. Right now on 6S, it's about 103, 104 miles an hour, as is, with a tenth of a mile of space. So it's not a lot of space. So a tenth of a mile will hit 101 mile an hour on 6S. So this is where it is. This is where I'm going to leave it. And I have another project I'm building for the other motors and such. But no, I did the body on it. I like the Corvette body, so I bought another one. My daughter said she liked the yellow, so I painted it yellow. As you can see, the red one, I was gonna keep it even though it cracked. But then when the fire happened, it was just like, you know what? Yeah, that's not really cool. So I'm just like, forget it. So I did this body. What I decided to do with it was leave it complete, not cut it at all. I just trimmed the wing down pretty much a little lower than you're supposed to. kept the sides on, and I epoxied some side skirts, some winglets on it. Really helps out. The winglets really help out. I didn't understand it until I'm doing 100 miles an hour, and I touch my controller just a little bit, my steering, and the car does exactly what it's supposed to. So at 100 miles an hour, the car is drivable. But right now I have it about 95% straight, 97% straight. It still has a lot of camber in it. I didn't take it out. I didn't do anything with the suspension beside replace the broken parts from the crashes and such. And painted it white underneath so it kind of pops. Neon yellow, white. There's 2 yellows on there and a white, so it's all right. It works out. Clean, no crashes. I'm proud of that. It's been out a couple times. That's the body. I hit 101 or 102 miles an hour. I have it. I actually put my phone on it. Anyway, I have an app on my phone. I strap my phone to the 2 batteries and I plug it in, and boom, send my phone down the ride. When it crashes, my phone crashes too. I have a broken screen. It's great. I'm gonna upgrade to the Sky RC. I just don't have time. I'm very busy. So either way, this is the body. It's how I have it right now. Castle, shout out to Castle for screwing up a lot of things. But at the end of the day, he's still working out pretty well, especially with this setup. So I had the bigger Power Hobby fan, but I was running the car without a body, flipped over, boom, fan broke. So I'm back to the stock XLS, but I'm running I don't think you can see it because I have all these fans on here, but this is a SS motor. It's a big SS motor. It's a nice one. It runs very well. And I got the cap pack. So the SS is a 56-104 at 1400 kV. So that's a 8S motor. And on 6S it's spinning. The gearing, I don't know if you can see it, but I have a 44 pinion on there with a 39 spur. And I'm running the spool, but this is a felony. But I'm running the spool. It's no binding, anything. I usually run fresh tires. Everything works pretty well, actually. Usually I have the batteries double stacked. So one, and then the other one over there in the charger. So that's 2. It'll be about yay high with the body on it, but it works. I put bearings in it. That's about it. I got a whole nother build going. I got the basher clean size. I'm gonna get the front, maybe. I don't know. I might not be worth it. This car is pretty much done as is. And I'm gonna build a full carbon. So I got the Scorched RC full GT chassis coming, and a whole bunch of other bullshit from Basher Queen. I'm just gonna put a light carbon car together. And I do not think I'm gonna use that TP motor. I'm probably gonna get the larger big block TP motor or another SS motor, or do something else. I have a Hobby Wing. I don't know what motor. I don't really care about the motor right now. It's more about a testing platform. I spoke to a guy at Boca Bearings who was pretty good, and he helped me understand some things. So I know I have a good 10 to 15 mile an hour left in this car on 6S. I could actually go down to a 34 spool if I were to do the bearings the way I was supposed to, and I could pull it on 6S. The only thing that's slowing it down is the friction of the bearings. There's ceramic in there. There are ceramic hybrids, but they are lubed. One of the tricks to these ceramic hybrids, if nobody's telling you guys need to run them dry. So if you get them, they should come like one side metal shielded, one side rubber shielded. I don't have any. I have all regular bearings around here, but these are the ones I took out of the car. But either way, you're supposed to dunk them in mineral spirits, soak them out, and then do not relube them. You do not need to relube them. Just throw them in the car and run the shit out of them until they blow. Or you can go full ceramic, but you know those bearings will only last. They won't last a full pass. So you'll be changing bearings every pass. And I'm really thinking to invest the money in a full ceramic on that carbon build, just to see if it'll last a full pass, and go from there. And, you know, I don't mind breaking it down every pass, because it's not really a car. This is the car the car you're looking at is the car I'm going to be bashing around. And the other car, I have another XLX, but I do not think I'm going to use it. If I use that kill mode motor, I'm gonna use like a 500 amp ESC that's rated, not the XLX. So that's one of the things I learned, because the kill mode, it loves amps, and it'll pull, and it won't get too hot at 0 degrees timing, but the XLX will cut out. It won't handle it. And at 6S, it'll cut out if you run it at full. You have to limit the ESC dramatically, to limit the power output of the ESC in order for the ESC to handle. If you run it at 100%, I don't think the ESC is going to handle it. I never even tried to limit it. I already blew up an ESC or two with it. I just said, you know what? I learned my lesson with it. It's a good motor. It runs strong. It's really peppy, but you have to limit the ESC output. That's what I think. I don't know. I'm not a professional. I'm learning at this game. But yeah, this one is good. I got it at the punch level on this is 25%. So no matter what speed I could give it, and it'll pull through. It won't be limited too much. Timing set to I think 2 degrees on it right now. It really likes 0, but I just put it up to 2 with the last test just to see what it was. I didn't look at the logs yet. I didn't break it apart. It hit 102. I was like, well, it did what it was supposed to do. So I just put it to the side. But I think it has a lot more left if I was to redo the bearings, like I said. So I'm going to clean up this table, and I'll try to keep more videos coming and be a little more up to date with everything. But I'm very, very busy. So you guys take care. See you around. Keep going fast.